back at it again with the Pistelle X-68. I was able to repair the leak I had with this new ASA. Nothing that a little Loctite couldn't correct with the firing pin on here. So we're gonna air it up first on just a 12 gram, a single 12 gram in the handle, and with the plug I have here set up with the gauge, and we'll we'll check if it leaks, make sure everything's all right. If everything's good, I'll go ahead and we'll use up that 12 gram in the handle and record some feet per second with some, I guess, some AR Tactical 10 gram joules. We'll use those and we'll see what we get on with just the 12 gram in the handle. So let's give that a whirl. All right. All right, that was a good sound. I'll take that. Not hearing any leaks or anything, so that's good. All right. It's coming up about a little over 600 psi from that single 12 gram. And it's a little chilly down here in the basement. It's probably about 60, 65. Although that cartridge was probably sitting at room temperature upstairs in the office prior to me puncturing it, so probably like 70 degrees or so. All right, so we have dust all over the place. Here we go. We had the 11.5 inch barrel with the 6-inch Reaper suppressor on it. We'll be trying that first, and then if everything works out, I may also try this 2 times 12 gram, and then after that we'll move on to some then we'll do the HBA. So let's see what she gets now. Let's see, 10 gram AR Tactical joules, which weigh out to be about around 9.9 gram. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 in here. Seem to be missing that other one. So we'll shoot these 5 since this is the heaviest stuff I have, and we'll see how it works on the CO2 in the handle. We have the chrony on 2 feet per second, and let's see what we get. Let me stand back a little bit. All right, mag 1 of shot 1 of 5, 9.9 gram. 329.3 feet per second. Shot 2. 323.7 feet per second. Shot 3. 320.1 feet per second. Shot 4. 317.2. And shot 5, the last one. 316.8 feet per second. As that one comes rolling back at me. All right. Everything sounded normal with it, so I'm going to guess that it's okay. I might pull it out really quick and take a quick peek, but I think everything looks good with it. I don't think I suffered any damage from that pin being loose. It did vent out all the air at that point in that 800 psi tank that I was using yesterday. So, but it seems to be all right now. So that was 5 of those 10 grammers. All right, the bolt looks good. It's retracted. Oh, the other thing too, worth mentioning as well on this, is when I pulled out the rear ASA and discovered that the pin was loose, like really loose. It was hanging on by like a thread. Thankfully, there was no thread damage. But when I had the bolt out and I was repairing that and Loctiting it, I also ended up swapping out my 50 millimeter 1.8 wire thickness spring that I had in here. So I didn't have the factory length spring in here, or the factory spring in general. I did reinstall a 60 millimeter long bolt spring. However, I installed one, not my factory one, but I did install one that had it was a stiffer spring. In other words, it was 60 millimeters long, but it was the 1.8 millimeter thick wire gauge. Okay, same 22 millimeter OD spring as the factory. So this one is a little beefier. I did that because I've been struggling with some auto fire issues with this gun for a little while now, and I wanted to maintain that thicker spring. I still may actually need something thicker. I got some 2 millimeter thick bolt springs heading to me as well that I'm going to test out with, and if I continue to have issues with the auto fire. So right now everything's good. That was 12 grams CO2, no auto fire problem. My auto fire problem also was only showing up when I was using that really large expansion tank on the Vulcan car stock. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to take advantage of that expansion tank in the future if I can figure out a way to rectify the auto fire, maybe with yet a stiffer spring. So I imagine there's some limitation on how how heavy duty you can use in here before it starts causing a negative impact as well. But I'm hoping the 2 millimeter will be the sweet spot. So we'll see. Time will remain. I'm still waiting to get that in the mail as well. So, but yeah, not too bad. Feet per second here on the single 12 gram with the 9.9 gram, aka 10 gram, right? 10 gram, yeah, joules. Spit it out, Alan. So not too bad. So looks good there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to degas. Well, I only got 5 shots though. Let me might as well let me do a couple of these. Let's see if we can get through what we can get through on another magazine of the 8.5 smashers. I got these preloaded here. What do you got here? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So let's do those because I'm pretty sure I have some pressure left. Yeah, it's still showing a little over 600 psi, so there's no sense in wasting it. All right, so these are going to be the 8.5 gram, and I have 6 of them loaded up. Let's see if we can get through them. Shot 1, 8.5 gram. 354.5, shot 2. 341.3, shot 3. 330.6, shot 4. All right, that one didn't read. I think we're getting kind of low. Shot 5. Still got trigger pressure, though. 141.5. All right, got a dead trigger now. Always beware for the dead trigger. CO2 will sometimes charge back up, so if you got ammo still left in the magazine, you could get a little surprise. So be careful, boys and girls. All right, what do they have left in there? All right, I'm gonna need the degas on this thing. Notice that bolt looked like it was stuck forward a little bit, though. I don't know. It did retract now. Yeah, I'm out. I think I got one left in there somewhere. I can see down there. Yeah. All right. The bolt retracted. I thought I still had another round in here, but I guess not. Yeah. Maybe it dropped out then. There's one by my foot, so. All right, I got this one that I had. And yeah, I think that was this one that dropped out by my foot that I was thinking there was still ammunition in there, but it's out of there, so it's out of there. All right, so I'm gonna probably break these up into 2 videos just to kind of keep them a little shorter. So what I'm gonna do is that was the single CO2 in the handle. I think we're gonna just cut it here, and we'll start a new video for the 2 times 12 gram. and we'll run that and see how that does. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.